From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Friday morning. We are tracking a ton of fires within the viewing area, so we'll go ahead and we'll get right into it. We'll start off with this Walla Walla River Road fire because that is the freshest one. It started up just yesterday afternoon. This one's 1,500 acres. Don't really know much about containment on this one. It's just a little bit to the south and east of Milton Freewater. There are these evacuations. Level 2 beset evacuations for UMC 031 and 077, and then a level 1 be ready evacuation for UMC 033. And remember, earlier this week I was telling you about the new zone system for evacuations in Umatilla County. Originally they were just rolling that out for areas of Umatilla County to the south of Interstate 84, but now it's for all of Umatilla County. So there you go. You can find your zone, to know your zone, at protect.genesis.com/search. And again, that would just be for Umatilla County. Now let's slide over to Yakima County. This retreat and rimrock fire is burning all over the place, as it is just a little bit above 13,000 acres. You can see, as I step off the screen here, you can actually see the city limits of Tieton. So that is definitely a pressing issue. And we have a lot of level 3 and level 2 evacuations in place for this fire. You can find all those listed online at applevalleynewsnow.com. Now let's stay in Yakima County. This Black Canyon fire, which according to the satellite data is not burning nearly as actively as the Rimrock fire is. So this one just shy of 10,000 acres. Even though we don't really know much about containment, I have a sneaking suspicion that it's probably pretty close to 50%, if not more than that. And we still, unfortunately, we do have evacuations still in place for this Black Canyon fire, and you can also find those listed online. Okay, finally, we'll talk about these two fires down this way in Oregon. The Lone Rock fire, this one's a little bit above 135,000 acres, 50% contained. Still level 3 evacuations in place for this one in southwestern Morrow County. Also, there are level 2s and level 1s with this one. And then this Battle Mountain complex is now, it's closing in on 150,000 acres. It's burning all over the place, not much containment with this one, and also multiple level 3, level 2, and level 1 evacuations in place with this one. With all these fires, you can find all sorts of information on them listed online at applevalleynewsnow.com. And of course, whenever there are fires, there's always smoke. I'll show you what air quality is looking like coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, the Bighorn Fire in Klickitat County is burning over 49,000 acres. We take a look at some of the things firefighters are seeing while trying to battle this fire, and also who is being affected. Plus,
the air quality especially bad in Yakima County. I'll tell you why coming up.
And there are new developments on the mayor of Mabton and the city council's efforts to recall her. What the council says she did to leave them locked out of their own city hall, forcing a council meeting on the lawn. And Vice President Kamala Harris is calling out former President Donald Trump, saying he's now backing out at the chance to debate with her. What both of them are saying about the scheduled debate, and if it's all just politics as usual.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 6:04 on Friday, July 26th. Happy Friday. It's Waterfallies weekend. We're going to have more Waterfallies coverage later on in the show, but we have to start off with talking about these fires. So starting off in Yakima, the Retreat fire has burned over 13,000 acres, about 14 miles southwest of Natchez, and has caused widespread evacuation notices in the area. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us it's also caused major disruptions to traffic.
The fire has shut down Highway 12 from the Y all the way up to the summit of White Pass, a big concern for first responders. According to the Natchez Fire Department, the fire is burning down both sides of the highway toward the Y, and to the east over the hill towards Tieton in the French Canyon area. Large rocks, snags, and burnt logs have rolled down to block the roadway, and firefighters actively fighting the fire on the highway. That means Natchez Fire, usually the closest agency, won't be able to respond to emergencies up on Rimrock Lake and above. They say, quote, Packwood Fire has been contacted and they are able to assist with calls in that area, but their response time is long, just simply because they have to drive into the area from Packwood. Please be very careful if you are in that area. A temporary flight restriction is also in place, so flying in medical helicopters is a longer process for medical emergencies. More than 100 personnel on scene to fight the fire from the ground and the air.
The National Guard has been mobilized and provided us with an additional Black Hawk helicopter for water drops.
Winds driving the spread of the fire, the area difficult for firefighters to traverse on the ground.
Crews are working as hard as they can within that challenging terrain, utilizing heavy equipment and airdrops. Unfortunately, 2 structures have been lost and crews are actively engaged in structure protection.
According to the Northwest Coordination Center, the fire was human-caused. DNR officials are on scene to investigate. In Natchez, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily, and we'll continue in fire coverage. Fire investigators are asking for the public's help to locate someone they believe may have important information about the Black Canyon fire. The fire is burning northwest of Natchez and has burned over 11,000 acres. The cause is undetermined, but after speaking to witnesses, officials say they're looking to speak with the driver of an early 90s blue Ford Escort or Mercury Tracer, which was spotted about 7 p.m. Monday in the Black Canyon area about 20 minutes before the fire started.
Anyone with information or potentially witness to that vehicle in the area, please get a hold of our DNR wildland fire investigators.
You can reach DNR wildland fire investigator Bruce Long at bruce.long@dnr.wa.gov. Now to some of the other fires affecting our region, including air quality, evacuations, and road closures. So we'll start over in Klickitat County on the Bighorn Fire. Now this fire has burned nearly 49,000 acres and is 21% contained at this time. That's according to the Southeast Washington Interagency Incident Management Team. Throughout the region, there are evacuation levels of 1, 2, and 3, and we have the updated zones on our website. The evacuation center is located at Patterson Elementary School on Pryor Avenue. Now, this fire has burned about 4 structures, and the cause is under investigation. A quick reminder, we are on your side throughout fire season 2024, so stay with Apple Valley News Now on air and online for continuing coverage. And if you haven't done so yet, make sure to download our app for alerts so that you know when a fire is near you. The city of Walla Walla is looking for community members to get involved and volunteers in city committees. These commissions and advisory boards are how the city council gets the community's input and perspective on specific projects. The Walla Walla city clerk says any team is better when there's lots of different perspectives, and there's a lot to choose from.
There's a wide variety of committees, so something that the person's passionate about, hopefully something they've got some sort of involvement or we always love if somebody has expertise in something.
And we have the openings that they're looking for right now. So the Arts Commission has one opening for an artist representative. There are 2 positions open on the newly created Lodging Tax Advisory Committee. So one represents an organization responsible for collecting the tax, and the other represents an organization eligible to be funded by the tax. One spot is open on the Transportation Benefit District Improvement Committee. Now this person must live in Walla Walla. Also, the Water and Wastewater Advisory Committee has 2 openings. You can find the application forms on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we first brought you the story of the chaos affecting the city of Mabton as they try to recall their mayor. Well, there's been a new development, and we'll tell you all about it coming up. But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your weather forecast. Keep it here. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection.
All sizes and brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee.
120 nights worth.
Same-day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local.
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling, and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation? This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
It's Walker's Furniture's 44th anniversary sale, where you can buy like friends and family with savings up to 44% off and get special financing for up to 5 years.
It's a great time to save at Walker's.
It's time to get moving with a new car from Overturf Kia. The new 2024 Kia Niro gives you 3 great ways to save fuel. Available with a fuel-efficient gas-electric hybrid, a plug-in hybrid, or as a full electric vehicle. A new 2024 Kia Niro LX gas-electric hybrid starts at just $28,980. Plus, get 4.99% interest for up to 72 months. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Tiffany Smiley is not who she says she is.
Tiffany Smiley started a PAC claiming to raise money to support conservative candidates, but contributions were funneled to pay off her own $1 million campaign debt.
Of the almost $800,000 she raised, only $24,800 went to candidates. Instead, Tiffany used the money on luxury travel and to try to pay off her massive debt.
Tiffany Smiley deceived her donors. Don't let her deceive you.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message.
When you hear that bell, you know GMA's surprising someone somewhere with real unclaimed money they never knew was there.
This really is a big check.
And this morning, we're at it again.
Thank you. Did it. Show me the money.
On Good Morning America.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're just going to keep looking at this weather cam because it really tells the tale of the Yakima Valley right now. There is some very dangerous air quality, especially in the West Valley, as we're seeing air quality that is getting up into the unhealthy, very unhealthy, even hazardous category at times. There's still an air quality alert in place for Yakima County until further notice. For Benton County, this runs until 5 p.m. this evening, and then for Umatilla and Morrow counties, this runs until noon today. So this is what we're tracking right now. This big blob of yellow and orange and red, that is all the smoke from the Rimrock and Retreat fire, which is now upwards of 13,000 acres. And so this is where the worst of the worst air quality is. This is where you need the N95 mask for this morning, but also in southern portions of Morrow and Umatilla counties, you would also probably need that N95 mask. We'll show you what happens to the smoke for the rest of today. This is around 5 p.m. You see pretty widespread smoke and even at times some pretty unhealthy air quality getting into parts of Benton County. And then into tomorrow, it's going to be just about the same setup, but if we're really splitting hairs here, there's probably going to be overall less haze and smoke for tomorrow. But again, I think that's going to be one of the main factors, one of the main weather factors at the Tri-City water follies over the next couple of days. Here's your hour by hour for today for the Tri-Cities. You see, the temperatures aren't going to be all that bad for today. We'll be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. It's just the smoke is going to be so annoying. And then into next week, temperatures do go back up. I'll tell you just how hot we could get coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. New updates this morning on the situation in Mabton. Its own residents have called it out of control. So we broke the news last month about a city employee arrested on suspicion of first-degree theft after she was accused of stealing $22,000 from the city in a fake robbery scheme. A prosecutor declined to file charges against that employee pending further investigation. But her boyfriend's brother, 26-year-old Benjamin Moreno, has been arrested and charged with second-degree robbery and first-degree theft. At a heated council meeting, the mayor refused to step down amid accusations from council that she's failed in her job duties, including having the city operating illegally without a budget for all of this year. Also refusing to answer questions from Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell. Every council member, except for the mayor's mother, signed a petition to recall the mayor, a process that's now moving through Yakima County Superior Court. And now that we gave you a recap, there is more. The council called for a special meeting to discuss new accusations against the mayor inside council chambers last night. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us the council and residents had to make do with folding chairs on the lawn outside the building after council members say the mayor told city staff not to let them in.
The meeting called to discuss hiring a new city lawyer after the council fired the last one earlier this week.
Because the mayor denies the council access to speak to that attorney, and he will not speak to the council members.
The council hoping to ask the mayor about a pay increase for her position that was not included in last year's budget. Council members say the mayor's stipend was $700 a month up until May of last year, when she started getting an extra $1,000 a month, a raise the previous council retroactively approved at the end of the year.
So they did it. They had last meeting in December, and the budget was never amended for 2023 to account for this, make it legal.
But the mayor wasn't there to answer questions at the meeting. The council had posted notices on the door of the post office and city hall, letting the public know about the meeting.
The mayor's mother, Councilmember Castaneda, tore him down.
Council members say the mayor then refused to allow city staff to open up council chambers.
The hardest part is the mayor is the boss of all the employees, so she's always threatened. I always said, I hire. So we feel sometimes the employees are afraid to do anything that she doesn't allow them to.
Council members say that's why recall is the only path forward.
We had that court hearing on Wednesday, and the judge allowed for a 7-day extension.
To allow the mayor time to hire an attorney. But even then, the council concerned with the mayor reportedly bringing 2 city employees with her to the recall hearing.
One of them should be taking care of finishing our budget, work for the city, and says she took them up to the courthouse with her and taking away from the work here at the office.
The city still without a budget, the council and residents still without answers. In Mabton, for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Emily Goodell.
Now, Emily will keep us up to date on the latest on the recall vote. We'll fill you in as soon as we learn the outcome. And you can read more about this story at applevalleynewsnow.com. Coming up next, while you are sleeping, some shifts in the race for the White House overnight. We'll take a look at what the candidates are calling each other on. Don't go anywhere. We'll have your political news when we come back.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Man, I'm so excited right now. The greatest group of all time. Name a musical instrument that might give you when you go to hell.
Bagpipes. Celebrity Family Feud. New Tuesday on ABC.
Round 3 voting is now open in Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown. When you vote, be sure to enter to win a $25 gift card from STCU. We're giving away 4 cards during each round from STCU, Les Schwab Tires, and Whitman Hill Winery.
And now for something totally different. Hi, it's Carrie Isaacson, and I'm running for the Senate seat from the 16th District. I'm standing up for our way of life in this part of Southeast Washington, in our towns, suburbs, and farms. Ballots are due August 6th. You were sent one. Use it. Please vote for me. Visit my website at electcarrieIsaacson.com. Thanks.
Paid for by Elect Carrie Isaacson, Democrat.
It's the More Furniture Anniversary Truckload event. We've been serving our loyal customers since 1997, and in appreciation, our showrooms are filled with truckloads of our top-tier products at factory direct prices, ready for delivery straight to your home. During our anniversary event, we'll give you special 48-month financing with no money down and equal monthly payments. For a limited time, when we deliver your purchase, we'll pick up, repurpose, and donate your gently used pieces locally. Visit your local showroom for the best deals.
Tonight.
Susan Powell was a young, beautiful mother. She just one night vanished.
Josh, did you kill your wife?
I'll never forget the first time that I met him. A chill raced up my spine. I just shook the hand of the killer.
2020 tonight on ABC.
food in your mouth, I find enraging.
Can you chew? We can turn your mic all the way up so we can...
You can take his mic off and let him chew outside.
Yeah.
Next live, Kieran and Shipka.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Hiking with awesome views of the Tri-Cities area. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In political news now, specifically the race for the White House, with Vice President Harris meeting with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Washington one-on-one. Reporter M. Wynn says the race is close, but former President Trump is still in the lead.
This morning, Vice President Harris pressing Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for a ceasefire deal.
It is time for this war to end. Let's bring the hostages home.
In Houston, Harris rallying at the American Federation of Teachers Convention, taking aim at former President Trump.
We want to ban assault weapons, and they want to ban books.
This as Trump campaign surrogates attack Harris over border security.
We have an absolute catastrophe on the border, and it was engineered by the Biden-Harris administration.
Trump's running mate J.D. Vance now under fire for his 2021 comments disparaging Harris and other women for not having children, calling them
a bunch of childless cat ladies.
Trump standing by his VP pick and attacking Harris.
No, he's great. He's doing a great job. She was a prosecutor, but she was a failed prosecutor.
And new this morning, a major endorsement. Former President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama formally throwing their support behind Harris.
This is going to be historic.
Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, a new housing complex in the Southridge neighborhood is now being worked on. We've got what the building will entail, and here's a hint, a year-round food truck pavilion. Keep it here to find out more.
Upgrade your home's busiest areas with waterproof flooring built to last. This month, take it off the wish list and get it done. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Murray Gaston Wine Bar.
Welcome to Walker's Furniture's 44th anniversary sale, where we are celebrating by offering savings up to 44% off.
And get special financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus in Kennewick now accepting new patients for primary care. We offer patient-specific solutions for physical, mental, and emotional health concerns. You'll receive quality one-on-one time with our medical professionals and experienced support team. Begin your new health plan with today's best technologies and facilities for the whole family. Play hard, live well at the PC. Call us at 509-783-5465 today.
I learned the value of hard work right here in these fields as my immigrant parents pick crops. I graduated from Yakima Valley College and Gonzaga, worked for Congress and the state legislature. Now I'm running for state senate because we need someone who will fight for Central Washington. We're losing good paying jobs and warehouses are closing. I'm Maria Beltran, and I ask for your vote because our best days are ahead of us.
Paid for by friends Maria Beltran.
Adelante. At last, we can finally have someone who understands us in the state senate. Maria Beltran understands us because Maria is from Yakima. The daughter of immigrant parents, she's lived the challenges in our community. She'll fight for us hardworking people, so there's more work with better pay. Maria Beltran, so finally the state senate will have a fighter for Yakima and for us. Maria Beltran, adelante.
Upgrade your home's busiest areas with waterproof flooring built to last. This month, take it off the wish list and get it done. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It continues to be a rough morning of air quality in the Yakima Valley, specifically in the West Valley, where we're seeing some air quality categories that are up into the unhealthy category, or very unhealthy, or even hazardous at times. So there still is that air quality alert in place for Yakima County until further notice, for Benton County until 5 p.m. this evening, and for Umatilla and Morrow counties this runs until noon today. So the air quality, not so good, but the temperatures pretty good. We'll be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. Most of us will end up in the 80s. Winds will be pretty light for most spots, although they could gust variably upwards of 20 miles per hour for the Kittitas Valley. And then for tonight, the winds will be more aligned coming out of the north and west, gusting upwards of 20 miles per hour. But again, it's just going to be for the Kittitas Valley. Elsewhere, winds should be light. We'll have more haze and smoke, of course. Overnight lows will be just about as cool as what we have for this morning with 50s. We'll be a bit warmer into Saturday, more seasonal. We'll hold on to some of that seasonal weather through Wednesday. And then look at this, up around 100 degrees again by Thursday. And if that's any indication, the next weekend it's definitely going to be a lot hotter as opposed to this weekend. And we are also tracking these little thunderstorm chances from Monday through Thursday. It looks like Tuesday is the most favorable of those days for lightning. And this would be lightning over dry fuels, which means that there's going to be the potential for more fire starts. So we will definitely keep very close tabs on that. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. We have that air quality alert until 5 p.m. for this evening. Pretty seasonal through Wednesday and back up around 100 for Thursday. For Yakima, terrible air quality until further notice. Good temperatures, though, at least through Wednesday, and we do have some thunderstorm chances for Monday and Tuesday. For Hermiston, we'll have highs around 90 through Wednesday, near 95 for Thursday, and a decent dose of smoke and haze until further notice, until we can get some more containment on some of these fires. Then for Walla Walla, we'll be hazy/smoky in the foothills for the next couple of days at least. Again, a lot of this hinges on containment efforts. We'll have 80s through Wednesday, mid-90s for Thursday, and then watching that thunderstorm chance for Tuesday.
Thank you, Josh. In community news now, a new complex in the Southridge neighborhood is now official. So work at the site is already underway across the street from Southridge High School and Trios Hospital. The complex will hold 126 apartments, 20 townhomes, and multiple amenities. The townhomes will be live-work residences where you can live above a commercial space. A year-round food truck pavilion is planned and it's open to the public. About 75% of the subcontractors are local, and organizers say they've worked closely with the community.
We have a great relationship with the high school. We're working with a hospital right now. Everybody's just been wide open, fantastic to work with.
Organizers say they choose to include more green spaces rather than more apartments. The first apartments are expected to open in the summer of 2025. Up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6:30.
I'm Monica Ledesma with Apple Valley News Now. Coming up, find out what inspired Lindsay to fly an A-10 aircraft and when you can catch her in action this weekend at Water Follies. All that and more coming up.
And the city of Walla Walla is considering charging people more if you pay a certain way. What we learned from the city council meeting and when people may see a change. All that and more is coming up.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. Amazing offers on the best-selling trucks in America for 47 years. Don't wait. Get the deal you can't miss. Lease a 2024 F-150 STX Super Crew for just $399 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
You're all looking for something new.
New?
At US Cellular, new and current customers can get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 or Z Fold 6 on us.
I usually just try out a new look, but that sounds lit.
I heard their cameras have new Galaxy AI features.
Have what?
Galaxy AI.
Gonna get one now.
I'm fine.
New and current customers get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 or Z Fold 6 on us. US Cellular, built for us.
It's Walker's Furniture's 44th anniversary sale, where you can buy like friends and family with savings up to 44% off and get special financing for up to 5 years.
It's a great time to save at Walker's.
I'm Jared Sessler, a Navy veteran, job creator, candidate for Congress, and I approve this message. It was a great honor to receive President Trump's endorsement, and unlike my opponent Dan Newhouse, who joined Democrats to impeach President Trump, I'll be a strong ally for the MAGA agenda. But an even greater honor would be to earn your support. I took an oath to this country when I began my military service, and I kept it. And I'm asking for your vote so I can take that oath once more and serve in Congress as the conservative we deserve.
As the fire of love grows,
I am falling.
I'm falling for you. An old flame could burn it all down.
What is going on? I can't do this.
New Bachelorette, Monday on ABC.
Board-certified psychiatric nurse practitioner Stephen Stokes provides mental health care for patients 13 and older at Prosser Memorial Health's Benton City Clinic. His services include the assessment and treatment for mental health issues and psychiatric medication management. Your mental health is vital to your overall well-being. To schedule an appointment with Stephen Stokes, call the Benton City Clinic at 509-588-4075. This is how we care.
Summer is here, and it's the best time of year to get a new zero-turn mower from Husqvarna. Husqvarna Zero Turns can tackle any job with commercial quality and professional performance. Wide cutting decks, high cutting speeds, and durable construction are great reasons to choose Husqvarna. But there's more. Now we're offering new warranties up to 5 years and low monthly payment financing that makes choosing a Husqvarna Zero-Turn mower better than ever. Visit Liberty Lawn and Saw in West Richland or online at libertylawnandsaw.com.
The Make It Ford summer sales event is on. Amazing offers, like the Built Wild Bronco family. Get the deal you can't miss. Lease a 2024 Bronco Sport Big Bend for just $369 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
Happy Friday, Josh. We made it. It's been a long week.
I feel like we say that every week, but...
Because it is.
Yes, yes.
It's been a long week because there's a lot of smoke in the air. There were a lot of fires. I know that Yakima camera yesterday was just not... You couldn't see anything.
Couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
You could make out, like, little gray
like
pixels.
A horizon of some sort, some sort of landscape.
Kind of. You can make more heads or tails of...
It's not too bad today.
But it's still not good. It's still not necessarily good. The air quality is hazardous or very unhealthy or unhealthy for some stretches of the Yakima Valley, in particular for the West Valley. I just want to share a few tips on how to deal with the smoke. Well, first of all, the best tip to deal with the smoke is to stay out of the smoke altogether and to stay inside, keep the windows and doors closed, avoid strenuous outdoor activity, and use that high efficiency particulate air filter or a portable air filter. And gotta sport the N95 mask this morning in those portions of the West Valley that do have that air quality that's either unhealthy, very unhealthy, or just straight up hazardous. Now on to temperatures for this morning, as we're seeing temperatures in the 40s and 50s, so a little brisk out there. I think most of us probably need a light jacket. You'll still probably need a light jacket up until the 9 to 10 o'clock hour within the Tri-Cities, and then after that should be plenty of t-shirt weather. So for today, we'll have hazy/smoky sunshine, just kind of depending on the microclimate that you reside in. We'll have temperatures that'll be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year, and I'll show you what we're expecting to happen to fire fuel energy for today, given that it's going to be dry and still overall warm, and I'll show you some of that data coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. And now to a follow-up in Walla Walla. So we told you City Council did vote to approve changes to the rules about sleeping on downtown sidewalks. Council members unanimously approved a proposal to ban people from sleeping on downtown sidewalks between the hours of 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. from April to October. We're told those hours change from 9 to 5 in March and November and 9 to 4 during the winter, as long as shelter space is available. Also in Walla Walla, the city has decided to wait on deciding whether to charge people extra to pay with plastic. So right now, there's no charge to use a credit or debit card to pay utility bills, recreation fees for things like youth sports, pool admission, and much more. But somebody has to pay a processing fee. That's every time you buy with a credit card rather than cash or a check. So right now in Walla Walla, officials say those fees are costing the city hundreds of thousands of dollars every year.
If we wanted to break even, how much would the percentage fee we'd have to charge on utilities be?
Approximately 5.7%.
I'm very supportive of a fee, but if we're going above 2%, boy, that's going to take some convincing.
I'm in favor of doing as much percentage to recoup exactly what our costs are, because I think it's unfair to the taxpayers to supplement people who are using the credit cards.
Officials say more than half the money coming into the city last year was from credit or debit card payments, but the associated fees cost the city nearly $1 million. Again, the council decided last night to wait on making any changes. In community event news, the Tri-City Water Follies kicks off today. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma has information on how the air show pilot navigates through smoky skies and also how flying has a special place in her heart.
Water Follies is here, and I was able to speak with this year's A-10 aircraft pilot, which is her first year flying for the Water Follies show. This is what inspired her to fly.
I wanted to be flying an airplane that supported the men and women on the ground. So its primary mission is close air support, and having a dad and a brother that served in the Army, it was something that was like near and dear to my heart.
Major Lindsay Johnson, the A-10 demo team commander and pilot, says she will be flying all 3 days of the event. And with these smoky skies from fires from around the region, this is how she determines if it's okay to take off.
Really, the biggest thing for us, for me to be able to go fly, I need to have at least 1,500 feet ceilings to be above 1,500 feet. At least 3 miles of visibility, and I need a discernible horizon. So that's the hard part with fires like this, is the discernible horizon. So I'm hoping, at least based off what I've seen forecast-wise, that we've got a good weekend ahead of us.
This is also the last year that the A-10 aircraft will be part of the Water Follies Air Show. The reason for that is that the Air Force is retiring the A-10 as a demo plane. Reporting in Pasco, Monique Ledesma for Good Morning Northwest.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, we'll check in with Josh on how things are looking here, air quality-wise and weather-wise. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Audiologist Jennifer Wright is now caring for patients of all ages at Prosser Ear, Nose, and Throat Center. Her services include audiological evaluations, hearing aid fittings, pediatric testing, cochlear implants, and more. The effects of hearing loss can often be minimized with the correct diagnoses and proper treatment. To schedule an appointment with audiologist Jennifer Wright, call Prosser Ear, Nose, and Throat Center at 509-786-5599 today. This is how we care.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, August 22nd at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
I have worked with Senator Curtis King for the past 2 years, and I know how much he cares about the constituents in his district. He is well respected by both parties. He is results-oriented, and he works very hard for the district.
We got to elect Curtis King. He has a proven record. We're very lucky to have him as a representative in the Senate.
There is no better candidate for the job than Senator Curtis King.
I'm Senator Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your support. Thank you.
Tonight.
Susan Powell was a young, beautiful mother. She just one night vanished.
Josh, did you kill your wife?
I'll never forget the first time that I met him. A chill raced up my spine. I just shook the hand of the killer.
2020 tonight on ABC.
Any food in your mouth, I find enraging.
Can you chew? We can turn your mic all the way up so we can...
You can take his mic off and let him chew outside.
Yeah.
Next live, Kieran Shipka. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. You know, if you go outside this morning and if you forget about the calendar and if you forget about what time of the year it is, it might kind of trick you into thinking that it's fall outside, as it is a little bit more brisk out there. We're at 44 for Snoqualmie Pass, 41 for Cle Elum, 44 for Ellensburg, and of course a little bit warmer for some of the lower terrain advantage, mid-50s there. We're in the 40s and 50s for the Yakima Valley, 50 for Union Gap, 50 for Yakima, 49 for Toppenish, and then for Benton and Franklin counties, we're also seeing temperatures in the 40s and 50s, 53 for Benton City, 48 for Mesa, and then for the foothills of the Blues, it's also 40s and 50s, 48 for Pilot Rock, 51 for Milton Freewater, and of course into the higher terrain of Meacham and Ukiah, we're up into the 30s, right at freezing actually this morning for Meacham. A little bit later today, we're going to have highs that'll be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. That means we'll probably be shy of 90 for the first day of the Tri-Cities Water Follies. I think the big element today in terms of the weather is going to be the smoke or the haze. So if you're a part of one of those sensitive groups, if you have a pre-existing respiratory illness, wouldn't be the worst idea on the planet to sport an N95 mask for today. We're also sort of kind of concerned about more fires starting for today, as the fire fuel energy is going to be up into the 88th percentile in terms of historical percentiles for Kittitas and Yakima counties, up into the 91st percentile for the lower Columbia Basin, and up into the 95th percentile for the Blue Mountains. So technically these fuels are not as dry as they were at the beginning of this week, but still pretty dry stuff, and fires could still start or spread fairly rapidly. And I'm thinking that maybe these numbers could go up again into next week as high temperatures will go up. I'll show you just how hot we could trend coming up in a few minutes.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, the latest in the restaurant showdown. Plus, if you're a frequent flyer with Southwest Airlines, why they're moving to assigned seating only. Also, a big announcement that they're ready to make. That's later on in the morning sprint. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Welcome to Walker's Furniture's 44th anniversary sale, where we are celebrating by offering savings up to 44% off.
And get special financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
Tiffany Smiley is not who she says she is.
Tiffany Smiley started a PAC claiming to raise money to support conservative candidates, but contributions were funneled to pay off her own $1 million campaign debt.
Of the almost $800,000 she raised, only $24,800 went to candidates. Instead, Tiffany used the money on luxury travel and to try to pay off her massive debt.
Tiffany Smiley deceived her donors. Don't let her deceive you.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message.
Join us for Hoppy Vibes only at this year's Moxie Hop Festival. Let's celebrate our Hop Brain community filled with tradition, celebration, community, family, food, vendors, and fun. There's over 15 acts on our family stage and 5 incredible bands in the best 21+ beer garden. Meet up with old friends and connect with new at this year's Moxie Hop Festival, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
I help women with health issues, things like birth control, prenatal care, any GYN issue, and I really enjoy that. I love being a midwife. We try to personalize the care for each patient and individualize it. It's not one size fits all. Everybody has their own individual care plan.
I'm Jared Sessler, a Navy veteran, job creator, candidate for Congress, and I approve this message. It was a great honor to receive President Trump's endorsement, and unlike my opponent Dan Newhouse, who joined Democrats to impeach President Trump, I'll be a strong ally for the MAGA agenda. But an even greater honor would be to earn your support. I took an oath to this country when I began my military service, and I kept it. And I'm asking for your vote so I can take that oath once more and serve in Congress as the conservative we deserve.
Indulge in Legends Casino's seafood buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on most 2024 Cadillac models when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. So Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown is well underway, and we're looking for the best restaurant in the area. So this started over 2 weeks ago with 64 restaurants total. After 2 rounds and thousands of votes, there are 16 restaurants left, as chosen by you, our viewers. So round 3 ends Sunday night at 8 p.m. So to vote, scan the QR code on your screen with your smartphone, or you can visit our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com, click on contest and select Restaurant Showdown. After voting, also be sure to enter to win a $25 gift card from STCU, and you can find all this information at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. And keep it here, we've got the morning sprint up next, but first, here's what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Southwest Airlines in the spotlight. The FAA increasing oversight over the airline over a string of incidents. Earlier this month, the Southwest flight from Columbus to Tampa dropped within 150 feet of the water. And in June, a different flight dropped to 525 feet over Oklahoma. The CEO says he spoke with the FAA earlier this week to reiterate a commitment to safety. And it comes as Southwest announces a giant shift in policy, abandoning more than 50 years of open seating to now switch to assigned seats.
This is a major announcement by Southwest. And so for the loyalists out there, this is likely a shock to the system to hear.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the research Southwest says led them to make this major change, plus the details on that ongoing FAA investigation. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Ault, ABC News, New York.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Now, the morning sprint.
It's now 6:48, time for your 6 o'clock morning sprint. So we start off in your national headlines. FBI investigators are still examining evidence from the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. The FBI continues to examine bullet fragments and other evidence from the shooting. The FBI says since the day of the attack, it's been investigating the shooting as an attempted assassination. The agency is also wanting to interview Trump to obtain a victim statement. Two leaders of a notorious Mexican drug cartel, El Mayo and one of El Chapo's sons, have been arrested by U.S. officials. The two are accused of trafficking fentanyl across the country. The two men are known to be one of the top leaders of Mexico's Sinaloa cartel. In your business headlines this morning, Southwest Airlines will soon have assigned seats for the first time in company history. The company says 80% of its customers and 86% of potential customers prefer assigned seating. The airline says it'll also start offering overnight red-eye flights for the first time. The premium seats will not be available until 2025. People aren't popping champagne bottles like they used to. The world's leading luxury group, Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, reported a 15% drop in champagne sales for the first half of 2024. LVMH executives blame unhappy customers. They said maybe the current global situation with politics and the economy could be a factor. In your health headlines, a new study finds the HPV vaccination prevented more than 680 cancers and more than 23,000 cases of high-risk precursors to cervical cancer in women from 2006 to 2020. HPV is spread through intimate skin-to-skin contact and causes cancers of the mouth, throat, and reproductive systems of both men and women. The CDC recommends the HPV vaccine for children 11 or 12 years old and for everyone through age 26 if not adequately vaccinated when younger. A new study shows the ending of the 2023 film Barbie influenced online search interest in terms around gynecology. The study authors found in the week following the film's release, there was a roughly 51% increase in searches for gynecologist and gynecology. The researchers also examined the influence for the search of gynecologist definition combined with related queries like, what does a gynecologist do? That category saw a 154% increase when compared with definition searches from the previous week. In your sports headlines this morning, the Summer Olympics are finally here. The opening ceremony is kicking off today. Carrying the flag for Team USA, three-time Olympian LeBron James and women's flag bearer, reigning U.S. Open champion and star tennis player Coco Gauff. French officials plan to have more than 35,000 police officers deployed each day for the Olympics, and France has called in for backup from more than 40 countries to help keep the city safe through the Games. Winners at the 2024 Summer Olympics Games in Paris will bring home a piece of history. So each medal features a piece of the Eiffel Tower's original iron structure. Following renovation work during the 20th century, certain metallic elements were removed from the landmark and were carefully preserved. They've now been repurposed to create the medal's hexagonal centerpiece. Now we'll go to your top 5 local stories you need to know this morning. Number 1, there are several fires burning throughout our region. Many of these fires have evacuation levels at 1, 2, and 3, as well as routes and roads that are closed. To stay updated on what's happening, go to applevalleynewsnow.com or download our app, and we'll continue to have updates throughout the day. Commissioner of Public Lands Hillary Franz will meet with local fire officials at the site of the Black Canyon fire in Natchez today. Franz will tour the site, meet with DNR officials, local fire crews, and update the press on the status of area's wildfires. And we'll have more on Apple Valley News Now at 5 and 6 with the message she's bringing to Yakima and the state of Washington. The Tri-City Water Follies kicks off today at Columbia Park. This year's Apollo Columbia Cup will mark the 59th time that unlimited hydroplanes have raced on the Columbia River. Throughout the weekend, the STCU Over the River Air Show will also take place. BFT is offering free shuttle service. You can find more details on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Washington State Patrol troopers will be increasing their patrols as the Water Follies gets underway. WSP says it'll increase coverage for Benton and Franklin counties through the end of the weekend. The emphasis will focus on speeding, DUI, aggressive driving, distracted driving, and seatbelt compliance. Additional troopers will surround the area of Columbia Park. And now it is time for some trending news. It's the end of an era for the Piano Man. 75-year-old Billy Joel performed his final show at New York City's Madison Square Garden last night. So the concert marked his 150th show at the venue and wrapped up Joel's 10-year residency at the arena. And we were talking about this last hour, Josh, and we both know Billy Joel. We're familiar with his songs. So I'm not too familiar with it, but some of them.
Got Piano Man, We Didn't Start the Fire, Uptown Girl, For the Longest Time.
We didn't start the fire one is very relevant to right now, but we'll touch on that later.
Yes.
We've got more trending news. So in Richland at Howard Amon Park is the 2024 Art in the Park Festival. Artists from around the United States will set up in the park to showcase their latest work and have items for sale. So there's also live music from local artists, gourmet food from award-winning food trucks, sculpture gardens, and much more. And BFT is also providing shuttle service to the park. And now we're talking about hot Cheetos. So we got to dress like hot Cheetos today. We always wear red on Fridays because we remember everyone deployed. So this is a battle over the origin of Flamin' Hot Cheetos. It's broken out into a fiery legal fight.
Yeah, Richard Montanez says he invented the spicy red snack flavor more than 3 decades ago while he was a factory janitor. However, Frito-Lay, the company that makes Cheetos, denies that claim. Montanez filed a 62-page defamation lawsuit accusing executives of those companies of lying about his creation.
And in more trending news, we've been talking about the Olympics all morning. So if you're watching this year's Olympics and wishing you could look like those athletes, take a step back. Experts say comparing yourself to the world's top athletes is unrealistic, and comparing yourself to them could lead to feelings of guilt or shame. Well, it looks like it's nice out there where they're at, but it's not so nice over here, isn't it?
No, I think today would be a good day for the...
Wait, the camera's gotten way worse.
Yes, it has.
Oh,
so
goodness.
if you're in the Yakima Valley right now, maybe you should play the Stay Inside Olympics. Maybe go for gold there. Or go for the N95 mask gold medal, right? Even if you're not in one of those sensitive groups, this can be very dangerous to your lungs and to your health at large. So we do have an air quality alert that is still in place for Yakima County. That goes until further notice. For Benton County, it runs until 5 p.m. this evening, and then for Umatilla and Morrow counties, this goes until noon today. But sometimes these clean air agencies and departments of environmental quality, they can kind of be finicky with those, and they can kick the can down the road. Okay, for today, widespread haze and smoke. Obviously, we've touched on the areas that are going to have the worst air quality, but hey, temperatures pretty good. We'll be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. Most of us in the 80s, and then for tonight, dropping down into the 50s. More widespread haze out there, and into tomorrow, temperatures going back up right around 90 degrees. More seasonal stuff. We'll have that through Wednesday, but back up around 100 for Thursday. Also, in the next week, we'll track some little thunderstorm chances. It looks like they're probably going to peak into Tuesday, so there is the potential we could see more fire starts.
Thank you, Josh, and thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find the latest updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com. Good Morning America is next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5 and 6. Have a great day. Have fun at water follies, art in the park. We'll see you Monday.